Exodus chapter 9. So the Lord was totally talking to Moses and was all, "Hey, dude, go tell Pharaoh this. The Lord God of Hebrews says, let my people go, so they can totally serve me. But if you don't let them go and still keep them around, well, it's about to get gnarly. Check this out, Pharaoh. The Lord's going to lay some serious vibes on your cattle, like the ones in the field. Your horses, donkeys, camels, oxen, and sheep. Yeah, all of them. They're about to catch this super bad disease, and it's going to be rough, man. But here's the thing. The Lord's going to protect the cattle of the Israelites, while all your cattle are totally wiped out. Not a single one of theirs is going to die. So, it's kind of major. And, oh, get this. The Lord's even set a time for it, too. Tomorrow is the day. This is all going down across the land. No joke. And guess what? The Lord did it the very next day. Just like he said, and all the Egyptian cattle totally died. But none of the Israelites' cattle even caught a cold. Not one. Pharaoh sent his people to check it out. And sure enough, not a single Israelite cow was down. But still Pharaoh's heart? Yeah, it was stone cold. And he totally didn't let the people go. Then the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, "Hey, grab some handfuls of ashes from the furnace and let Moses sprinkle in the air while Pharaoh watches. It's going to turn to this fine dust all over Egypt, and it'll become these gnarly boils on people and animals, breaking out everywhere. It's going to be bad, dude." So they got the ashes, went in front of Pharaoh, and Moses tossed up toward the sky, and boom, boils started popping up on all the Egyptians and their animals. It was major bad news. Even Pharaoh's magicians couldn't stand in front of Moses because the boils were all over them, too. Yeah, it was that rough. But the Lord made Pharaoh's heart super hard, and he totally didn't listen to Moses and Aaron, just like the Lord said would happen. Then the Lord was like, "Moses, dude, wake up early tomorrow morning and go tell Pharaoh this. The Lord God of the Hebrews says, let my people go so they can serve me. Because right now I'm about to send all these crazy plagues straight to your heart and your people and your crew, so you'll know there's seriously no one like me in the whole world. I'm about to stretch out my hand and strike you and your people with some pestilence, and you're going to be wiped off the face of the earth. But real talk, I've only let you get this far so I could totally show my power through you, and everyone will know my name all over the earth. So, you still think you're going to stand up against my people and not let them go? For real? Well, here's a heads up. Tomorrow, around this time, I'm sending the gnarliest hailstorm Egypt has ever seen since the beginning of time. It's going to be intense, bro. So send out the word now, Pharaoh, and gather up all your cattle and anyone who's out in the field. 'Cause, dude, if they don't get inside, this gnarly hailstorm's gonna come down hard on them and they're totally gonna die. Anyone who totally respected the word of the Lord among Pharaoh's crew, they were all, let's get inside quick. So they brought their servants and cattle into the houses. But the people who didn't care about what the Lord said, they just left their servants and cattle out in the fields, not even bothered. Then the Lord told Moses, "Stretch your hand up to the sky, bro, and hail's gonna come down all over Egypt, on people, on animals, and on every plant in the fields. Like, it's gonna be intense." So Moses lifted up his rod toward the sky, and boom, the Lord sent thunder and hail, with fire running wild on the ground. The Lord just totally rained down hail all over Egypt. The hail was mixed with fire, and it was seriously harsh. Nothing like it had ever gone down in Egypt before. It was wild. The hail hammered down on everything in the fields, on people, animals, plants. Just everything got wrecked, and the trees totally shattered. But over in the land of Goshen, where the Israelites were, no hail at all. Goshen was totally chill. Pharaoh called for Moses and Aaron, and he was all, Okay, I messed up big time. The Lord is totally righteous, and me and my people, yeah, we're the worst. Please ask the Lord to stop the thunder and the hail. It's way too much. I'll let you guys go for real this time. No more stalling." Moses was like, "All right, Pharaoh, as soon as I leave the city, I'm going to raise my hands up to the Lord, and the thunder and hail will stop. Then you'll totally know that the earth belongs to the Lord. But dude, I know you and your crew. You still don't really fear the Lord God, do you? Now the flax and the barley, they got wrecked by the hail. 'Cause, the barley had already sprouted and the flax was in bloom. But the wheat and the rye, they were chill. They weren't grown yet. So they didn't get hit. So Moses left Pharaoh, went out of the city, and lifted his hands to the Lord. And the thunder and hail totally stopped. The rain, it just stopped falling. But when Pharaoh saw that everything calmed down, like no more rain, hail, or thunder, he totally went back on his word. He and his crew hardened their hearts, big time. So, yeah, Pharaoh's heart stayed hard, and he still wouldn't let the Israelites go, just like the Lord said through Moses. Pharaoh's still totally stubborn, and even after all that chaos, he's not ready to let the people go. It's like, come on, bro, just let it happen already. Exodus chapter 10. So the Lord was all, "Moses, dude, go back to Pharaoh, because I totally hardened his heart and his servant hearts, so I can show them all my awesome signs. Tell your kids and their kids all the rad things I did in Egypt, so you know that I'm the Lord, okay?" So Moses and Aaron went to Pharaoh and were all, "The Lord God of the Hebrews says, how long are you going to be stubborn, dude? Let my people go so they can serve me. If you don't, tomorrow I'm sending a total swarm of locusts to your land. Major bug invasion. They'll cover the ground so you can't even see it, and they'll eat up everything the hailstorm didn't wreck. All your trees and crops, totally gone, dude. Your houses, your servants' houses, and all of Egypt will be filled with these gnarly bugs. Your ancestors never saw anything like this." Then Moses totally left. Pharaoh's servants were like, "Dude, how long are you going to let this guy mess us up? Just let the people go serve their God. Don't you see Egypt is totally wrecked?" So Moses and Aaron were brought back to Pharaoh, and he was all, "Fine, you can go serve the Lord, but who exactly is going?" And Moses was all, everyone, like the young, the old, our sons and daughters, and our flocks and herds. We're totally having a feast for the Lord." Pharaoh was like, "Yeah, right? Dude, the Lord better be with you if I let you go with your little ones. I can totally see through your plan. No way. Only the men can go and serve the Lord." Then he totally kicked Moses and Aaron out of his palace. Then the Lord told Moses, "Dude, stretch out your hand over Egypt so the locusts can come and eat everything the hailstorm missed." So Moses stretched out his staff, and the Lord sent an east wind blowing all day and night. By morning, it brought the locusts. So gnarly. These locusts totally covered the entire land of Egypt. There had never been such a gnarly locust invasion, and there will never be one like it again, for sure. They covered everything, and the land was in total darkness. They ate every plant, every tree, every bit of green. Egypt was totally wiped out. Pharaoh freaked out and called for Moses and Aaron and was like, "I totally sinned against the Lord and against you guys. Please forgive me just this one time and ask the Lord to take away this death. I'm begging you, bro." Moses left Pharaoh and prayed to the Lord. Then the Lord sent a strong west wind that totally blew all the locusts into the Red Sea. Not a single locust was left in Egypt. How rad is that? But the Lord totally hardened Pharaoh's heart again, and he still wouldn't let the Israelites go. Then the Lord told Moses, "Stretch your hand up the sky so that darkness covers Egypt. It'll be so thick you can feel it, bro." So Moses did it, and Egypt was covered in darkness for 3 whole days. So intense. No one could see anyone else. And they didn't even leave their houses for 3 days. But the Israelites had light in their homes. Cool, right? Pharaoh called Moses again and was like, "Okay, fine, you can go serve the Lord. Just leave your flocks and herds here. You can take your kids, though." But Moses was all, no way, dude. We need sacrifices and burnt offerings to serve the Lord our God. So we need to take everything with us. Like, not even one hoof will be left behind. Because we don't know what we'll need until we get there. But the Lord hardened Pharaoh's heart again, and he still wouldn't let them go. What a bummer. Pharaoh was all, "Get out of my sight, dude. If I see you again, you're totally dead." And Moses was like, "You got it, bro. You won't see me again."